I was at a bar in Korea and this girl came up to me and
there is a life I lead in the city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown.
Today I'll be talking about my experience in Seoul. I have a few snacks with me that I'm gonna munch on while I'm here. Oh my gosh. That is the chewiest cookie I've ever had in my life. I'm at a beautiful park. I believe this place was just built like a year ago. And honestly, it's probably my favorite place here. The first thing I have to talk about is the kindness.
The first thing we have to talk about is actually the airport buses. Hello? On the second day of being in Seoul, I accidentally took a 1-hour bus ride back to the airport that you cannot stop on in between. And I paid like 15 bucks for it. This has nothing to do with Seoul. I'm just terrible at navigation, and this was just a surprise for my trip. But yeah, I know the way to and from Incheon Airport and Seoul like the back of my hand because I did it twice in like 48 hours. I figured out how the bus system works a little bit better, and yeah, I had some fun at the airport. I ended up filming some cool shots. I figured while I'm here, I might as well add one more thing. There's so many street vendors in Seoul. I did not know that. That's really cool. I was able to get a lot of really good food, and it was a good price, and the vendors were very kind, and it seems like there's a big street food vendor culture here where people are like having full-on meals in front of them, and so they're just kind of, you know, having a little mini Benihana's parade on the street. Love it. Anyways, yeah, I got some great food.
Oh, that's really good.
And it was delicious. Okay, back to the video.
This one was really interesting to me. The couple culture. I didn't actually really notice it much the first day or so. It kind of happens, at least in waves, based on what I noticed. So, for example, yesterday I went to this river near Myeongdong, and let me tell you, it was like couple central. I genuinely think like every other person that came by me was holding hands and in some sort of romantic relationship. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about it. Like, it was just like very surprising to see that many people together in one spot. Like, people were on the riverbank sitting down together, they were holding hands. People were, you know, obviously they had like their kids together. It was honestly a little bit shocking when I didn't see someone together. I was kind of taken aback when I saw someone else who was like single, you know? Like, let me get your let me get your WeChat. Sorry. Okay. I'm currently in Hongdae right now, and this place is very interesting. It's very trendy and fashiony. Everyone here is very fashionable, and I didn't actually realize that it's right next to a university that I think is an art school. So there's a lot of like murals everywhere, and it's just a very like creative vibe going on here. This is like the first like clothing type store I've been to so far. And I think on the first floor, I genuinely would have worn like 80% of the stuff that they had. I will say, super expensive though, so I don't know. But yeah, the fashion here is, I get it. I get why the fashion here is so good. Also, look at this lounge. It's kind of cool. Okay, so this is the bathroom. I didn't pay too much for this room. I'm trying to save some money, but I was looking for a shower this morning. It's right here. So you just shower right here. You get this little corner. Like, where does it even drain to? Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. The Seoul vlog will be out in a week, so check into that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.